Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
So this is the longest break Joey has had watching the show, 4 days.
I hate you guys for that. I'm on the slave.
Don't even say that, because like they've been waiting since like June of last year.
That's true. I know. I'm all like hating it just for a little bit of time.
And
you guys know how good it is.
If things go to plan, you're only going to have to wait 3 days between the final episode of Season 6 and the first episode of Season 7.
I know you guys should be jealous for that. I'm pretty excited. That's going to be cool.
But that's, again, no promises, but that's what I am really hoping for. Let's just go into questions first before doing a recap, because some of the questions might kind of, like, we don't want to, like, double over things.
I got you.
First off, Reese wants to know your opinions on Daenerys, because she didn't make your top 3. She didn't make your bottom 3. So...
Oh, I like that. She is coming into herself a little bit more. I think at first I was kind of not put off by her. That's what put her in the middle for me, was because she was, with Daenerys and Viserys. I was going to say Viserys. Obviously that was taken care of with the Golden Crown, thank God, and I hope he stays in his stupid grave. I can't know for sure, but hopefully he stays dead. I hate the show for that, but who knows? So that at least happened, and so she's coming, into her own as, so with being queen. So I think, with Khal Drogo more in her side, in her corner, I think she's established herself as more of a stronger character to me, and so I think now I'm starting to like her more. I would still not put her in my top 3. But I only because I think I'm more recently liking her. But I like Daenerys. She's a really cool character, and obviously gorgeous, but a really cool character.
Oh, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
So Tyrion and Jon Snow have been pretty solidly 1 and 2 for you, because actually in between episodes, one episode you said Tyrion was your favorite, and then the next episode, before we even watched the episode, you said Jon Snow was your favorite. So, like, I know that those two are pretty solidly 1 and 2 for you. It looks like Arya is still your third.
Yeah, still my third.
Cool.
She's still awesome. Yeah.
All right. I don't want to like rehash this like top 3, bottom 3. Like all the time, we'll probably just like revisit it like at the end of every season or something like that. See if things change from there. So now from Movie Lover Fan 18, who I should start like throwing a credit in the descriptions for because becoming a big part of this, asking questions for every episode. Thank you for that, by the way. Number 1, before episode 7, Viserys is dead.
Yeah.
Will Drogo still feel he needs to send an army to Westeros, or did giving Viserys the golden crown he asked for fulfill his obligation?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking that too. Yes, but then Daenerys still wants to go home, and that's what we were talking about a little bit in the last time, was that, like, I kind of wonder what she's going to do at this point, and at least she knows that she's going to be leading the Horde, but I don't know how that even plays. And then what's Jorah Mormont? Jorah Mormont, like, I don't know how he even plays into all this still, where his lies, or where obviously his allegiance lies with Daenerys, but I don't know, like, if he's going to help her get across. I don't know, but I don't think, like, obviously their previous arrangement, thank God, is done, and so I think it's just more on her own terms. I don't think it'll be as much with an army, and I don't think she has the spite that she had, that Viserys had, but I think on some level, she's still going to try to go home. I don't think she wants to stay there. That's just, well, maybe she does, I don't know, but I don't see her wanting to stay there. There's still, I think that was her whole thing, was that she wanted to go home. She's had this belief. I don't think she's just going to drop it.
So this next question is actually one of those things that I was really looking forward to, because, questions about the show are all well and good, but I just love, like, interesting questions like this. So, again, Movie Lover Fan 18, shout out, again, thank you. George R.R. Martin, who is still writing these books, even though it has been over 20 years, once said that his house motto would be, deadline? What deadline? What would your house motto be?
Oh, man.
Actually, they said plural, so I guess it's asking both of us. What would your house mottos be? So we'll start with you.
You start.
I'll start because I already did read the question, so I've had some time to think about this.
What would yours be?
It would probably be Science, it works, bitches.
Oh, I like that. I didn't even. I'm so like I didn't even think about my own house motto yet. So,
Yeah.
The Wesleys always get it done, and that's what I like. So yeah, they
So,
always get it done.
There is actually like a family crest. My mom's side of the family, it's Sola Virtus Invicta, which means virtue alone is invincible. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what my dad's side crest is, but
I actually am from the I'm actually was part of a clan, Scottish clan, the Davidson clan, and I feel disrespectful, and I can't even claim that I'm part of that clan because I don't know if we have a motto tied to that. But I was part of a clan.
My brother looked into it. Like he's got like tattoos of the family, like my mom's side of the family on his left arm, my dad's side of the family on his right arm.
Cool.
It's really cool. But no, loved questions like that too.
I never even thought of that.
That's
cool.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's really cool. And then after 7, there's some other interesting questions as well. But so yeah, we've already gone over the Golden Crown. What else do you remember from episode 6?
Okay.
Do you remember the second meaning for Golden Crown?
Yes. Okay, that's a good tie-in with Prince Joffrey, who I didn't know, but I knew there had to be something because there's no way.
Yeah, you had no idea because I just posted episode 5 earlier today, and you were talking about how Jaime is the most expendable because he has no ties to Joffrey, and I'm just like sitting there being like, okay, and then like the next episode you found out. So
yeah, exactly. And so I mean, I didn't know, but I knew that this kid had to be like not. It wasn't like a regular ties, and so I did not think there wasn't his though.
Right.
Yeah, I mean. But I knew Robert didn't like him for a reason. I didn't know what that reason was. I don't know how, though. I'm mad at myself that I didn't see that it was Jaime and fucking Cersei's kid. Like, that was staring me in the face the entire time. They even were having sex and, like, could brew. Like, I don't know why I didn't think that. That, honestly, I can't even take credit for that. It was never in my mind. But, like, I did know that there was something afoot with Joffrey just because there was, like, they had so much of a wedge driven between Robert and Joffrey. Yeah. So I was like, they don't even talk. Like,
the only thing I can remember Robert saying to Joffrey is, "You let that little girl disarm you."
Yeah, wow, that was a guy. And at the moment, I was like,
episode 2,
and that should show how much I didn't want that connection because I was like, yeah, I should be like, what an asshole. But no, but yeah, that's.
And then there's also the trial by combat. So.
The trial by combat, yep. And so he won. His what was his name again? The guy that he got. Did they actually give
Bronn?
Bronn. Yeah, he won, but Tyrion obviously, coined his way out of it literally, and so he is now free and on his way back to King's Landing. I'm assuming. I don't actually know where he just left. I don't actually know where he's going. I shouldn't even just try to bait my way into it. I always want to know.
Like if I'm not answering you, it means it's probably going to be answered soon enough.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, he's good about that, but I unintentionally. But so he's out and about now. Ned is now taking. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Oh, that's a whole other dynamic. Ned is finally taking over control of everything, and while Robert is gone hunting with his younger brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Renly Baratheon. I think he they already showed parts of the hunt, right?
Yeah. They just got into a fight and like they got into an argument so far. I think, and it was like
Barristan Selmy was there, Robert was there.
There's a few of them there. Yeah.
The Lancel Lannister with the wine.
Yeah, poor guy. the cousin. Yeah, man, that guy.
Robert's
Robert's a jerk. Such a football coach type guy. But yeah, so he's out on a hunt. So then he called Tywin Lannister.
Oh, are you talking about Ned in the throne room?
Yeah, Ned in the throne room.
Yeah, he's calling for Sir Gregor Clegane.
Oh yeah, and he's calling for the Mountains kill, which is crazy. Without even discussing anything, and that's a whole other can of worms. Besides just calling Tywin he's the richest guy apparently, and so like to call him,
even met him yet.
And I still haven't even met him yet, and so like this is like what I was saying about the bigger boss. I was saying that I feel like that Robert had a bigger boss, and that kind of was right because he does kind of have a bigger boss, and it kind of led on to it eventually. They haven't said that, but like I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be because like. He owes all his debt to him, so like just in life in general, if you owe money to somebody, now you're that person's person. So I'll say person instead of the other word. But, so, I don't know. But, so this guy is getting called, which is crazy on Ned's part, because I feel like Ned should be aware of this, but I guess he's not. But he's calling this guy like it's nothing to call for something that he was even defending his wife's decision. Because then also, like, that was, you know, and so, I don't know, man, that's going to be, so that all that's going on, but then also he's going to kill the Mountain, which Robert already wasn't going to kill, even when he disrespected Robert in his own, like, the jousting tournament. He disrespected Robert in front of everyone, even to the point where they had to do a sword fight, and the Hound had to stop him, and then he still let him walk away. So there's got to be, this is going to be a rough situation. But hopefully it works out. But I like Ned for taking control of everything, thank God.
Yeah, I think that's a good recap. I know that these videos are going to start getting longer with like recaps at the beginning and Q&A at the beginning, Q&A after. So just keep an eye on the descriptions below or the pinned comments that I do. I'll start putting time signatures in there because I know some people just want to skip straight to the reactions or skip straight to our discussion afterwards. So I will start putting timestamps in there for you guys. But if you want to watch the whole thing, you know, that's why we do this. So
we're here.
Let's get into episode 7.
He's a Lannister. Might be the lowest of the Lannisters, but he's one of us. And every day that he remains a prisoner, the less our name commands respect.
So the Lion does concern himself with the opinions
No, that's not an opinion, it's a fact. If another house can seize one of our own and hold him captive with impunity, we are no longer a house to be feared. Your mother's dead. Before long I'll be dead. And you. And your brother. And your sister. And all of her children. All of us dead. All of us rotting in the ground. It's the family name that lives on. It's all that lives on. Not your personal glory, not your honor, but family.
When the king returns from his hunt, I'll tell him the truth. You must be gone by then. You and your children. I will not have their blood at my hands. Go as far away as you can, with as many men as you can. Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
And what of my wrath, Lord Stark? You should have taken the realm for yourself. Jaime told me about the day King's Landing fell. He was sitting in the Iron Throne and you made him give it up. All you needed to do was climb the steps yourself. Such a sad mistake.
I made many mistakes in my life, but that wasn't one of them.
Oh, but it was. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, or you die. There is no middle ground.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
Well, that escalated very quick. So much whispers and build-up just for him to be like, look, I know, so you need to dip.
He's giving her a chance.
Yeah.
I learned that I'll never win. Not that way. That's their game. Their rules. I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to fuck them. That's what I know. That's what I am. And only by admitting what we are can we get what we want.
Oh my god, that's the greatest line I've ever heard. Am I ever going to bar fight? I'm not going to fight them.
Dear.
They think the girls are fuck
Everything
them.
there is. Now wash yourselves. Both of you are working tonight.
That's such a biff. I have little fingers stuck to my number one. No. He's moved his way out from that.
The things you speak of, they've been gone for thousands of years.
They wasn't gone, old man. They were sleeping. And they ain't sleeping no more.
A fucking boar?
I should have spent more time with you.
No!
You have to be a man.
was never meant to be a father.
Wow, that's the last word your dad says to you? Well, not your dad, but he doesn't know. Oh my god! She's still there! Oh my god, what does this mean for everything?
Go on. You don't want to see this.
Oh my god, that's...
Stinks.
Oh my god.
Stinks like death.
I called it though. Wow. I don't know. I didn't think a boar was gonna get it though.
Until my son Joffrey comes of age.
Tell him. To our rightful heir.
Give it over. I'll do everything I can to honor your memory.
My memory. King Robert Baratheon, murdered by a pig. Give me some of the pain and let me die.
What a man. Give me some of the pain, let me die.
I mean, could you tell your best friend on their deathbed?
No, I mean, I can't tell you. I mean, I understand what he did. He played his cards, right?
Give the milk of the puppy.
He did the best thing also. Ooh.
Ballion to the Rangers, Last to the Rangers, John to the Stewards, Rancer to the Builder, Ichiel to the Builders, Gordo to the Stewards, Nico to the Rangers, Escan to the Rangers, Morcoy to the Builders, Joby to the Stables, Nick to the Kitchens, Allo to the Builders, Belugo to the Rangers.
Jon Snow, Lord Commander Mormont has requested you for his personal steward.
Will I serve the Lord Commander's meals and fetch hot water for his bath?
Certainly. And keep a fire burning in his chambers, change his sheets and blankets daily, and do everything else the Lord Commander requires of you.
Now listen to me. The old man is the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. You'll be with him day and night. Yes, you'll clean his clothes, but you'll also...
Yeah, what's his name again?
Attend him at meetings.
Samuel, I'm telling you, man, it did. Every good leader needs a second person to do it.
As for you himself, he wants to groom you for command.
Saving the Seven Kingdoms from Cersei and delivering them to Stannis. You have odd notions about protecting the realm.
Stannis is your older brother.
This isn't about the bloody line of succession. That didn't matter when you rebelled against the Mad King. It shouldn't matter now. What's best for the kingdoms? What's best for the people we rule? We all know what Stannis is. He inspires no love or loyalty. He's not a king. I am.
When the Queen proclaims one king and the Hand proclaims another, whose peace do the Gold Cloaks protect? Who do they follow? The man who pays them.
Hear my words and bear witness to my vow. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the shield that guards from the realm of men. I pledge my life and honour to the Night's Watch for this night and all the nights to come.
You knelt as boys. Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
What's he got there? To me, Ghost. Bring it here.
Got to be good.
Anna bedryggare Cäsar Pinanna hoira shisher. Magina do traka se vito yomi hadvisi ve kaska vili. Galamos. Anna badrivak mahanshi so finni yonde. Ogarti katema. Vo parako queenie win more. Anna kone soki arius more. Boy. My fatigue for George to some of I santo crack. Gigi Anna Stakaskoi. Anna. Rubu keeper. Gigi Anna Stakaskoi. And the Mayas the Krasaji. The Sharaki Vitiere. Asavason. Dadavason. Dadavason.
Alright, well, fair enough.
Don't try and kill his wife.
Yeah. Oh my god. God, there's so much happening right now. My mind's gonna explode, guys. So many things.
Good. Is Lord Renly joining us?
I fear Lord Renly has left the city. He rode through the old gate an hour before dawn with Sir Loras Tyrell and some 50 retainers. Last seen galloping south in some haste.
Protector of the realm. Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark? A piece of paper.
Those were the king's words.
We have a new king now. Lord Eddard, when we last spoke, you offered me some counsel. Allow me to return the courtesy. Bend the knee, my lord. Bend the knee and swear loyalty to my son. And we shall allow you to live out your days in the grey waste you call home.
Your son has no claim to the throne.
Liar! You condemn yourself with your own mouth, Lord Stark. Sir Barristan sees this traitor.
Sir Barristan is a good man, a loyal man. Do him no harm.
You think he stands alone?
Kill him! Kill all of them, I command it!
Commander! Take the Queen and her children into custody. Escort them back to the royal apartments and keep them there, under guard.
Men of the Watch!
I want no bloodshed. Tell your men to lay down their swords. No one needs to die.
I did warn you not to trust me.
Oh my god, right when I liked him. Oh, he got me. I just started liking Littlefinger with the pimp talk and the... Oh, didn't it? Ah! Oh, come on! Oh, I hate this show. Jesus, man, he did so much to me.
Yeah,
God, I feel like a whore. I feel like he has sex every episode. I'm just like laying there, just like still trying to take it.
That went by so fast too, like just so much.
So
Like,
much.
did that feel like an hour?
That felt like the entire season, man. That was foreplay what that fucking was before that. And they just did everything after. What? Let's recap real fast. Robert died.
Oh
to
yeah,
start with.
and you were 2 episodes late on that. Like,
that was close, so you guys gotta give me that. That's pretty close.
No. People were saying like Joey's pretty perceptive, you know. Like
I had no idea, and I called it within 2 episodes. That's insane.
Yeah.
That was. I honestly did not know. That's hella close.
Anyways, it was episode 2 that you said by episode 5.
But that was so surprising. I didn't think, honestly, with his iron face and like not know where everything was slowing down, I was like, I'm not. There's no way he's even going to die this season. Maybe at the very end. I had no idea right then by a boar.
Right. Well, there was one like so you cast kind of a wide net with a lot of your predictions.
Yeah, I was throwing a lot. I was
like. So some of them were obviously like way off base, like saying like Ned Stark was going to kill him, or
yeah.
Well,
and again, I said they could go a certain route,
right?
But my couple few, and I'll stand behind this. Was one of them was like because he's a drunken slob.
That's what I was about to say,
and it technically did because I was watching the development.
You're saying he's sloppy. I think it was like episode 4's discussion or 5's discussion. You're like Robert's just sloppy and blah blah blah.
Exactly.
And you said that could lead to his downfall
and it did. Sadly, I didn't think. But that was just like a lot because then that's skyrocketed everything into like all. And then on another separate note, not even all that. Then with Khal Drogo, getting all up in arms about Daenerys, and then. But the crazy part about that is that. No one even wants any war with him, which is going to be a thing, I guess.
Yeah, but they tried to kill her.
Yeah, well, no. And that's where I was just quietly taking in all this because I'm like all getting riled up with them, like, yeah, fuck them, go get them. But then in my mind, I'm like, that's Ned, man. Ned didn't even do anything. He's just chilling, like, don't go attack Ned. So I have no idea what's going to happen with that. Like, that is crazy. That makes me so tense to think that, like, I hope they don't go to war, man. I hope there's somehow that they get a pigeon across. I do not want to see Khal Drogo and Ned fighting, or not even Ned at the end, because this whole time I thought Ned
was like saying, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Ned is, oh my god, this last 10 minutes, man. So then, to go towards the end of it, then Littlefinger, who I trusted in this, man, he's got me. Even though he pretty much pimp slapped us the entire time, was like, I own whorehouses, don't trust me, and I love your wife. I was still like, that's the guy you should go with. I'm like, he's definitely to be trusted. And then you betrayed him, which is smart. I mean, it's the one who pays.
Well,
he's right.
because Ned didn't do what he said. Like, Littlefinger was like, let Joffrey be king, and then like. We'll do it on our own terms, and then we can like see Renly when things are all set. But Ned kind of trying to do his own thing.
And Ned got and so that was that last 10 minutes was just like so much. So now I'm not even sure. To tell you the truth, there was so much bloodshed. I don't even know who's really in control right now. To tell you the truth, I'm not gonna say anything because.
It's Joffrey. It's
Joffrey still? That was his.
Yeah, because the Gold Cloaks, the army, the city.
I didn't know if Littlefinger took over.
Oh, okay. Well, they did what he sided with the Hound because the Hound, he was helping the Hound because the Knights, the Kingsguard and stuff like that.
I got you. Okay.
So yeah.
But man, oh my goodness, that was such a last crazy 10 minutes. They took my mind in so many different because I kind of like looking ahead, like where these paths could go, and so every time something happens, it's like a spiral of events that happen in my head. So I'm like getting all kinds of it. Even to the very end where I forgot, I'm still like, I hope they don't go to war with Ned. Never mind. I hope Khal Drogo comes in and kills everyone. But I don't know. Man, this show is so crazy.
Well, and you finally had Jon Snow again.
Yeah, Jon Snow. He's back, and he's and I called that not again to be like I'm calling things, but. What was his friend?
Samuel Tarly.
Wise Gambit. No,
not Samwise Gambit.
But Samuel was exactly what I thought. Hopefully, he was going to be for that character, and like they both built them together, and he has his complimentary role. One of the things that I thought would happen. as like a steward, and then he even makes Jon Snow feel better about the situation, which is a huge thing because he's like, you're getting groomed by the leader, which also I was thinking possibly, and I still think will happen. He's going to lead this eventually, I think, but I don't know how long, especially with like apparently like they're really slowly building up like quietly for like a huge eruption with these. What are they called?
The White Walkers?
White Walkers, yeah. I wanted to call them that, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah. So we also
Walkers.
had that scene with Osha. They haven't said her name yet, but Osha. Talking with Maester Lewin.
Yeah.
And she's like, why are you in this land? And he's like, I wasn't planning on being here. I was planning on going farther south.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with, like, the way she said it was, like, everyone's trying to go far south. So, like, obviously, it's going to happen. And so I think, I think what I'm excited for is that they're only dropping it like once or twice throughout these things. They're only dropping this like hidden thing. So like I can't wait until all that comes because it almost makes everything else stupid in my opinion, like compared to what they're going to be dealing with. And so like I love the way they write this. Oh my god, because it's just like it gets you all in like these small like right now to get that great like oh my god like I was in just the essence of the episode at the end, and so you're in this one situation, and compared to everything else that's going on, it doesn't even matter. And so, man, that was so crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the thing is, they haven't really talked about aside from the very opening scene of the entire show. They don't really like White Walkers are kind of all talk right now.
Exactly, and so they're all like lore, and people don't even believe them and stuff like that. And so, like and we know because we watched the first episode. Well, I know he knows probably because whatever, but. I know because we saw him, and so I cannot wait for all that to happen too, and that to be a part of it and everything. But
all right,
yeah.
Lawrence Gough, it could be Gough or Go or like Vincent Van Gogh or something. I don't know. Lawrence Gough. What do you think about Tywin?
Oh. Okay, real quick. Love Tywin. Yeah, he's the character. I didn't know that was Tywin until. He was the character from the new Dracula movie, which I don't know if you saw.
No, I haven't. But okay,
Charles Dance, super great actor. Love him already in that. So I think he's going to be great in this. And I liked how he really made it about like, listen, like this doesn't matter what's going on. Everyone has their own families, which is so cool. Like it's all about like. Because you get caught up in the conversation. I was kind of rooting for him, even though he was like cold-blooded and like cutting. I was like, yeah, man, like man up, Jamie. Like, you're gonna have to grow up now. Time to stop being this. This is our family's name is on the line, and I feel like honestly, I'm starting to. Well, obviously at the end, Ned got taken over, but Ned's gonna either have to take a complimentary on everything or man up like a little bit and be like, listen, this is for our family. Like Cersei said, in the Game of Thrones, the way she said it.
You win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Exactly, and so I don't Ned's gonna have to start deciding that his family is the one that needs to be in charge, because if not, there's gonna be someone who kills him. Obviously, to this point, I don't even know what's gonna happen to Ned. I pray to God everything is okay with Ned after this, because he has a knife to his and Joffrey hates Ned.
Obviously,
so does Cersei.
Tywin cares about his legacy, his family's legacy, but how do you see the Lannister name carrying on, given that Jaime has forsaken all titles, being a member of the Kingsguard?
The only thing with that is that I don't know how that's going to play into it now, because he's a king. Or once you're in Kingsguard, are you forever in Kingsguard?
I believe so.
Actually, I don't even know, because all these things that like you think are just rules, then people are just like, you know what, these aren't rules anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Cersei can just tear up a piece of paper.
Yeah, and that's why I'm scared for Ned, because she could just tear his neck and then sever. But anyways, so yeah, with Tywin, he could just decide that they are in control, like. And all
actually, that
aspects
segues really nicely into Movie Lover Fan 18's. Hey, weird Movie Lover Fan. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get you like a credit in the like every time that you're in. All right, so first question: House Lannister has effectively usurped House Baratheon now, with Cersei being the Queen Regent and Joffrey being 100% Lannister. Did you notice the foreshadowing at Tywin skinning the stag?
No, oh, no, I didn't. But that's so good. Oh no, I didn't even think of that.
Because the stag is the sigil of.
I gotta start watching these foreshadowings. I'll start catching on to this kind of stuff more. That's good.
Yeah,
I didn't even. Man, this show's so good.
The stag is the sigil of
Baratheon,
right?
And so they're skinning Robert, or not Skinny Robert, but Skinny the name. That's such a good reference. I did not know that.
What do you think of Renly's argument that the line of succession didn't matter in Robert's rebellion, so why should it now?
Scares me.
Renly and Loras Tyrell took their men and left as soon as Robert died. Where do you think they're going?
Well, it has to be I mean...
He told Ned to wait for him.
Yeah, I don't know, because... Oh, maybe he's going to... Okay, I just realized... I was going to say originally he's probably going to his brothers, but he doesn't even want his brother to rule, so why would that be the point? He's going to Catelyn, I think. Well, you can't tell
Stark?
me. Okay. I think he's going to Catelyn Stark, and so, like it is, like instant gratification. I got to wait till the next episode. But, I think he's going to Catelyn Stark to make sure she's okay, and to only... Because I think he understands that Ned has some control for whatever reason. I think he values Ned. And I think he even values Ned just to have around, and I think...
Ned is one of the more honorable people in the kingdoms.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Because everything has a reason. It's not just, I want you around this show. So it's like, I'm trying to figure out what Ned has for Renly, but if my theory is correct, I think he's going to make sure she's okay, probably because he knew he wouldn't be able to take anything over. Probably because maybe he knew to not trust Littlefinger, or I don't know, like... knew that it wasn't going to be how Ned wanted it to. That's why he was like, let's just go kill him now. And so I think he's going there.
Okay.
That's your question.
3. Littlefinger betrayed Ned Stark. Some people wonder...
Yeah, just had me. Just had me.
In episode 5, some people wonder how Jaime knew where to find Ned at the brothel. Given Littlefinger's actions, do you think it more or less likely that he was telling the truth that the knife belonged to the Lannisters?
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot. He was the one who said that the knife belonged to the Lannisters. Oh, wow.
Well, it was more of like a yes or no question. Like, more or less likely that he was telling the truth about who the knife belongs to.
Obviously less likely, because he's just a liar in general now. But that does pose good questions to that. But then, I mean, even if it does belong to him, or I don't think there's a third party he's involved with. So I think I'm saying, like, I think... If it was the case, I think he obviously the motive was still behind the Lannisters. I mean, I think whether or not he was lying about whose it was, I think either way, maybe it was just to get his own skin out of it. But either way, it was still the Lannisters who wanted to get done, because I don't think he cared about killing Bran, and so obviously the only person who had any motive, and that's what you have to follow in this show. It seems like, because anything else doesn't make any sense. You just got to figure out people's motives.
I just really like how well fleshed out all the characters are, because everyone has motivation.
Everyone has motivation. It's so cool because you can just dive into each person, like look at it through their own perspective, and there's a whole entire plot. Like they could make each show about each character, which is cool. And like they do it in such a short amount of time with such minimal dialogue that doesn't even such a beautifully written show.
And like comparatively small budget, because like this first season, each episode is about like $5 or $6 million per episode. With how many major characters there are, like sets, costumes.
Because it's all done smartly. Like they built off of a good writer, like good. Well, obviously the books, but then like good dialogue with that, good actors, and then they have smart budgeting with all their set building and stuff like that. They don't overspend at certain times. The cinematography is amazing. So it's everything was just entirely well put together with it, but. I mean, I don't think Littlefinger has any other motive that at least I don't know now. But from what I can, yes, it's more likely that he was lying, but I don't think that really changes anything to open up a new plot or anything like that whatsoever.
Okay. And fourth question, also movie lover fan 18. Drogo is going to invade Westeros to win the throne for his son Rhaego.
I want to go work out after that.
His stated warfare methods involved murder, rape, and child slavery.
Can we talk about that for a second? I couldn't tell her eyes.
I'm going to continue. And child slavery don't seem destined to inspire allies and public goodwill in the Targaryen restoration, if you will. Will Daenerys be able to control things?
Yeah, because I couldn't tell in her eyes, like, that was, I couldn't tell if it was just her excitement that he was, like, gonna go take the throne, or like also excitement and fear because she saw how wild he was and like still a savage. And so I couldn't tell if that's what they were. I couldn't tell if they were over passion or subtle savage. And so I don't know where they really push it, but I know that that's gonna be a problem. He said, "I will rape the women," and so that's personally. And so I'm sure he has other like
you were starting to get pumped up, and then this is like.
Well, they built him up. He's such a great guy. He was like, oh wow, like this is like. I mean, he's tall and handsome. He takes care of her. And, like now makes love to her. Doesn't rape her anymore. And you totally forgot about the fact that he was raping her at one point. And you're like, I love him now. And then you forget that he's a savage. He's all quiet. You don't even see
I mean, it is kind of in their culture as much as that's terrible.
He made her eat a heart. Like we all forget that. I forget that. Like they make you forget that so eloquently. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's also getting. They're kind of like. Foreshadowing a little bit with that, and like this is going to be problems eventually, which it will be, but I don't think it will be for her because I feel like she still has a pretty good control over Khal Drogo, and I feel like she can still manage to keep him within, but I feel like she also thinking way down the line because I mean they're going to take over and then it's just going to be like them them ruling, but eventually down the line, even if they do end up being able to take control, I feel like she's gonna then she would even then hypothetically question what is her rule, like, is she even Targaryen anymore? Is it like the Dothraki that are just ruling now over the Seven Nations and she's, but I don't think it's gonna be that long of a. I think it's obviously with the show it's going to be much quicker of a time frame, so it'll probably come to terms before there's even like a ruler. I don't think their entire party is going to take over. Their family, the Dothraki, are going to take over completely, and then she's going to have problems.
So everyone wanted to just give you kudos for calling Robert's death as.
Thank you guys. So cool. I was
like
so
I said, you kind of like cast like many different ways that it would happen, but in the end, it eventually happens. So
and I just
there you go.
Felt it because it was just you can kind of catch the pace, and like that pace was so steady. I was like, they're gonna kill him pretty quick.
And in a show called Game of Thrones, like if nothing happens, you even said that it's possible that they might not even kill him, but they just might overthrow him. So like in a show called Game of Thrones, if the king is too steady,
that's true.
So
that is true.
So. Cool. I know you're really, really pumped up right now. You really wanted to go see episode 8, so this is probably a good time to kind of end this discussion. Again, thank you guys so much. We're up to 1,200 subscribers.
Oh my gosh,
right now in 1 week. So we
thank you guys so
uploaded
much.
The very first episode on the 1st. Today is the 8th that we're recording this. So over 1,200 subscribers in 1 week, which is just amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep bringing out comments. This episode should be out on Tuesday. So under here, you should write questions for episode 10. And then we might actually have like a completely separate video for just like a general Q&A of season 1.
I love it.
So again, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys very much. We're going to go watch episode 8 right now.
Thank you guys.